selfishness has a bad rap because it's really equivalent to honesty. Selfish, honest. I'm not talking about the kind of selfish that takes the biggest piece of steak or lets other people suffer or steals or thieves. No. I'm talking about decent person personal selfishness. I mean, your right to happiness, your right to orgasmic sex, your right to not be talked down to, your right to not have your vagina sold by your father, or worse yet, traded for a freaking cow. Because that's the world we live in. We live in a world where we are taught from everything. I mean, we say it starts with religion, but it really started with civilization. It really started when we stopped being in small banded groups of we all have to survive. And the archaeological record shows we weren't warfaring. And the archaeological record also shows that pre-civilized, what we call civilization, that like early hominids from all over the world, from Denisovians to Neanderthals to wherever, they, the women's bone, judging from the bones, you can tell that the women did all the same things the men did. And we also can tell that some members of their civilizations were, or not civilizations, I guess we're saying, were injured and still cared for decades. Found a man who lived to 40 and died, but he had so many injuries, he could only have survived all that time, much less the first injury, which was like losing limbs, with care. So women, until a power structure started emerging and we were commoditized, we used to throw down. I mean, science also shows that women were better javelin throwers, that women had better endurance, that women were built to run longer and throw farther. I mean, okay, maybe not throw farther, but commoditization led to this trying to indoctrinate us into this being a pious, good way of life. You're a good person. You're a good woman if you concede, if you obey, if you do whatever. And